I think we can start. So hello everyone. We are very happy to welcome you today to the third and last session of the Universe LabX School, which is dedicated to open data. So today we will talk about participatory science and the interaction with the society. So we will have 5 talks of 20 minutes each, plus 10 minutes of questions. There will be then a round table at the end of the session, and a very small coffee break at 4:30. So we will start today with the Belisama project, linked to the science case of the Taranis mission. It will be presented by Philippe Laurent, who is a researcher at APC and at CEA. So Philippe, you can start.
Okay, merci Anne. I just want effectively to give you some word about the Belisama project that we have foreseen in APC sometime 2 years ago, I think, with Eric Breel and Jean-Luc Robert from APC. And we are also working with a researcher from Tokyo with Yuki Wada, and he's a specialist of thunderstorm. I will tell you next. So some piece of context for this project. In fact, the idea is in the same science case as said Anne as Taranis, is to see gamma rays from thunderstorms. So Taranis was to look at gamma rays from space, but we can also look at gamma rays from Earth. And so observing gamma rays during thunderstorm from ground, it's a very young science because it begins in Japan, thanks to the Grove collaboration a few years ago. So I will talk a bit first about this Grove collaboration, because this collaboration has helped a lot in the Belisama project. So here is a Japanese collaboration, which is on ground. So it's a gamma ray observation of winter thunderclouds. And the idea is to see the winter thunderstorms in Japan, which are very energetic and which has low altitude. So it's good to see the gamma ray, because the gamma ray are less absorbed by the atmosphere. It is some remotely operated detectors like the one you see there. And it's ongoing research with now 15 detectors. And in fact, they have a very nice result, say 5 years ago, I think. Sorry, 2 years ago, because it was published in Nature in 2017 by Enoto Teraki Enoto, who is a leader of this with this project, and Yuki Wada, who is our Japanese responsible for Belisama. You see, he's second in this publication. He's a very important guy in this team. And they see some gamma rays, very high energy gamma rays emitted during thunderstorm, and the photonuclear reaction, that is gamma ray which break nucleus in the atoms. And they see a very strong gamma rays up to several 10 of MeV. And it was very intense and very quick. And this was a very new thing. So we did not expect that at all on Earth. And so it was a very great discovery. And so at that time, we were preparing at APC the Taranis mission, as you know, maybe. And the Taranis mission was to observe these gamma rays from space. So we contact the Grove team to have some contemporaneous observation, maybe, of the same thunderstorm from the space and from the ground. And the idea was at that time to see the same things from the two sides, to see if we can have a stereo, say, look of this gamma ray emission. So, and then we began to collaborate with Yuki Wada, and we made this small detector, which we called Belizama, because we said, we thought also that it could be good to have a look at this kind of event in Europe. So we thought that it may be good to put this kind of detector, which are of the same type of the growth one in France, of course, and also in some other countries, if possible. And so we built in APC this small detector, which is called Belizama. Belizama is a Celtic goddess of light, as Taranis is a Celtic god of lightning. So it's some kind of joint, yeah. And you see this detector here. It's a BGO detector that you can see. I don't know if you see my arrow, but you can see here, which is linked to this small system, which is more or less 10 by 10 centimeter, which register all the event and save all the event on a Raspberry Pi 3 card, which is beneath there. So the data are registered and then sent to a server, which is in APC. And the idea we had since the beginning with Jean-Luc Robert is to put this as a participative science idea. That is, we wish to put it in high school. The idea is to put all these detectors in high school, to have a network of detectors to look at thunderstorm in France and a gamma ray emission. So all the detector will be in the network, and the data will be sent to the APC. And of course, the data are in open access, and also we give the software, and all this is given to the teacher of the high school. So I will try up, voila. So some words about what we have done in APC. So in fact, all these control acquisition electronics are derived from what was done by the growth experiment with the help of Yuki. And so in APC, we made this green card, which is the electronic circuit, which polarize the photo detector, which is IC silicon PM, which amplifies the signal and shape it and in fact store it in the memory card. We have also here, I don't know if you see it, here it's a GPS card, GPS device will give the location. So even if we move the detector, we know where it is and we can see the evolution of the gamma ray emission with time and with location. I will discuss this later on. And here you have some things here on the top of the detector. We can plug a sensor to get the temperature, humidity, and pressure surrounding the detector. So in the high school, they have something which can measure the local radioactivity, say the gamma ray emission locally, temperature, humidity, pressure, and they can do some work on the local gamma ray emission variation, for instance, with temperature, humidity, or pressure. And of course, if there is a thunderstorm, we can have a look to if there's something happened during the thunderstorm or not. So beneath this green card, you have another card, which is FPGA, and all this is saved on Raspberry Pi 3, which is quite good because, in fact, programming Raspberry Pi 3 is something, and also making Python data analysis software is something which is foreseen in some classes of terminal in France. You know that we have no new programs in terminal classes in France, where we have some data analysis software to made in Python, and there are also some programming in Raspberry. So this goes quite well with the high school programs. Okay, sorry. So all this data will go will be recorded, and all the Belizama detector in different high school will be all the data will be sent to our server, which is in APC, and all this data will be reported with in a dedicated website that we have created with Jean-Luc, that I will show you afterward. And then the high school teacher can compare the result of the different high school. They can share their experiments, share how they deal with the data, and there are a forum, and there are a lot of tools to share the information. Also, this project is made in collaboration with the Open Radiation Project. I will not go into a lot of detail about Open Radiation, but I will show you a slide about it in 2 slides from now. And so that's the website, and you have here the address of the website. So Jean-Luc made it. And you see that we have the Belisama, La face cachée des orages, it's our title. And you have the network here, some collaboration. And we made also stages, no, not stages, internship for teacher. We made one in 2019 to explain then how this works. We were to do some in 2020, but of course, because of COVID, this was not possible. And we expect maybe to do one in 2021. We don't know. Again, due to the COVID situation, now all is a bit stopped now. So one word about Open Radiation. This is one slide that I have taken from the Open Radiation project, so it is in French, sorry. So it's a project which is directed by several institutes like Institut de Radioprotection et Sûreté Nucléaire, and also Planet Science. It's a citizenship project that means that the citizen should measure himself or herself the radioactivity in his or her own environment. The idea is that it is a citizen who made a map of radiation in France and also in Europe, because you have also measurement everywhere in Europe. We have also some people working in open radiation in Ukraine also. So it's quite an international project. And in fact, IRSN should make a map of radiation. It's the duty of this institute. It should make a map of radiation over France and see if something strong open or not, accidental open or not. And this is one of the means they could use, because it will be the citizen himself who will measure it and will say, okay, maybe there is a lot more radiation here than foreseen. And the Belisama detector will, in 2021, will be included in this open radiation measurement map. And so the measurement made in the high schools will be put in this context. And so we have a big collaboration with IRSN, and IRSN people go to high school to make some presentation and so on and so forth. A few words about Taranis, because of course I said before, this project was made to be joined with Taranis, and Taranis, an IGRE instrument which was built in APC, was made to look at terrestrial gamma ray flashes, that is, flashes of gamma ray emitted during storms. So I will be quite quick. Taranis is a microsatellite project which was proposed quite a long time ago by CNES. In 2008, US left the project, so the gamma ray detector was nobody will do it. So in 2009, the collaboration asked APC to make the gamma ray detector, which was called the XGRE. And we made it on CNES supervision. And then 10 years after, we deliver this presentation was made a few months ago. So you will see. We delivered the satellite to CNES, and we made calibration and so on and so forth. So I put some photo of Taranis here. You see here the team in APC who work during around 10 years on the project. And that's the Taranis detector on the left, the Taranis sensors. And that's the Taranis detector on the satellite, on the flight model. You see there were 3 sensors, 2 in front and 1 in the rear. All this was mounted at the beginning of 2020. So we made calibration. I will be quick on that. That's the calibration in CNES. These last 2 weeks in March 2020, we put radioactive sources everywhere around the satellite to map the response of our instruments. The flight acceptance review was successfully passed on May 2020. So that's the full satellite with all the instruments on the top. You see here one of the XR instruments, and there were a lot of instruments, radio, optical, camera. There were 8 instruments in total. And we had, the mission was approved by CNES and Labs in June. And this was made in September, last September, this presentation. So the Taranis satellite flight to Kourou in September. And unfortunately, we lost the mission. Maybe you heard about that. On November the 17th, 8 minutes after the launch, the satellite was lost because the 5th rocket of the Vega rocket, the 5th motor, which is called AVUM, does not switch on correctly, and instead of going up, it's going down. And then all the satellite go directly to the sea. So we lose the mission, and now we are trying to push a second Taranis mission, Taranis 2, but this is a bit complicated and it will take time now. So this, if new Taranis exists now, it will be not before 2025. So we are looking at APC if we can reduce the instrument or not. Coming back to Belisama, we have decided to go on with Belisama because, in fact, the scientific topic is still there. We can still continue to look at gamma ray, either radioactivity, natural radioactivity, or gamma ray induced by thunderstorm. So we put some Belisama detectors in some high school. So I will show you this. I don't know if I am on. I think it's okay. So here is in La Selle Saint-Cloud High School. The first one was put there. And you see here the physics teacher who are looking at the detector, which in his box here. It's very small, it's 10 by 10 centimeter. And we have also, I don't know in English, SVT, Sciences de la Vie et de la Terre, teacher who brings some stones, radioactive stones, like granite, to look at if they can see some radioactive emission for it, and they see effectively some emission. So it was quite nice for them to compare different types of stones with the detector. Here is the installation in Sceaux, Lycée Curie, where we put the detector outside to have a better look, I can say, to the thunderstorm, and eventually. You see the detector is here in the bottom. Here, this was last week. We installed one also in Kourou in Guyane, in French Guiana. Is here. And it works very well. And we are making the arrangement to get the data from Kourou also, because in fact, there is quite nice, I would say, nice storm in Kourou. So we may have some chance to see some gamma ray emission also there. And the last one, which was installed, it was yesterday, so I have no photo. It was yesterday evening at La Norville. It's close to Arpajon in Paris region. And we installed them in high school Albert Camus. in a very special class because it's a class dedicated to space mission. So they have a lot of work with space mission. They have a special contact with ESA, the space agency, and so they were very happy to have some things which is connected to a space mission, even if Taranis was lost. And now the future. So we plan to install Belisama detector and extend our network, at different sites because some teachers told us, oh yes, we'll be very interested. We have a website and we have a mail where teacher can tell us if they are interested in or not to participate to the network. Also for the Taranis launch, we made some advertisement to our teacher to see if they are interested in or not. So there is one high school in Pyrenees. We can also put one in Pyrenees at Pic du Midi. We will put one in Paris-Meudon Observatory next month. They are interested in also. We can put one in Orléans. We can put one also in Dijon because we have connection with Astronomical Society, Burgundy Astronomical Society in Dijon. And in fact, there is a tower, a whole tower in Dijon, which is called Jean Le Bon. It's from Middle Age, 13th century, something like that. And this tower was used during a very long time as an astronomical observatory. They put optical device there to look at the moon and stars. And they want to redo that now. And then Belisama could be part of this new observatory. It's not really astronomical, but it's interesting. Also, we have some discussion to put it in a meteorological station in Meidо, à La Réunion, at Réunion Island. But we could have also quite nice storms. And as I said, this project has been done in partnership with Institut de Recherche sur la Sûreté Nucléaire and Open Radiation. So we go on to work on that. What I shall say also is that this project was funded was funded by ARSN and by Paris region. Also, we have had quite big funding from Paris region. That's why I put some logo from some time. Okay, so thank you. And that's a slide that is a summary of the mission project, I would say. Thank you very much. I hope I am on time. I don't know.
Yes, you are rather on time. Thank you, Philippe.
Yeah.
So we have time for a few questions. Is there some questions or comments? Perhaps I can start with one question. Did you try to apply for the National Education Training for Teacher Training Program? I think that there is an official call every year for university researcher, anyone who wants to propose a training program for teacher. And
yes, we did effectively. It's like that, but we have some program in 2019 for high school teacher. It was in APC. Effectively, we made a program which was called La Face Cachée des Orages. And we redo it for 2020, and we had a positive answer from some academy, because, you know, in Paris region, we have several academy. But unfortunately, due to COVID, this was cancelled. And for 2021, we postulate also, but they told us that they cannot do it because they don't know. So we will have to postulate for 2022 now, after the pandemic is over, I hope.
Okay,
it's a bit complicated with high school. It's easier now, but it was 6 months ago. But due to the pandemic. Yes.
Okay, because it should help you to enlarge the
Yes,
high school
yes.
network quite.
Yes, 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 of course, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there other questions? Max?
No.
There is a comment. Do the school work together or they run project alone with you?
Did the school work? Yes. No, for the moment, there is two times. For the moment, they work alone with us because they want first to, how can I say that, to make the project, the educational project, and then they will share this educational project with the other high schools. So it's in two-step program. In fact, we decide nothing on that. We discussed with teachers and they told us it's better to do it like that. As you know, they have to make their project for their school first. And so in SO, for instance, or La Salle Saint-Cloud, they are beginning to make a formal project around the detector. And then they will share it with the other high schools, yes. And the idea is that all the schools work together at the end, yes. And all the data will be stored in APC and will be available through password that we give to all the high schools which are inside the network, yes.